Sticky. My PC started humming a little bit. Good morning. Chicago. Some quick checks. Let's have some like in my ear, but I don't. It's just white. It's just the way the light is refracting, if you will. Beautiful. All right, I'm kind of nervous. I'm shook. It's legit been so long since I've done art, especially because I think it was the eclipse that happened in 2024. So it's been like a year plus. So where to begin? So we're drawing Kelly and 12 bananas to start off. I have a picture of them up already, but the way my mind works is I feel like going from the inside out, and as well, it's gonna be hard to balance. So we'll get things started by pulling out tape measure and one of these colored pencils to like stage stuff. 12 banana in his head. This is 20 inches? It's around 20 inches. Is it centimeters? Why is it not in centimeters? Any type, and I mean legit, any type of tape measure should have things in inches and then in centimeters as well. Anything besides that, you're doing stuff kind of wrong. Not gonna lie. No, this is not a new setup. It's the same setup. Same setup, just slightly at a different angle. Look at that. I ended up hurting myself yesterday. Not like in a wild way. I was playing basketball and I fell after service. So my left hand is messed up pretty bad. It's kind of towards the palm a little bit. So all that is hurting. Why are you skipping school? I thought you just secured yesterday. You have motivation to go to school because you and whoever talk for like an hour. Y'all talk for an hour. You gotta keep that momentum going. Got a basic midline setup. Now you're just connecting the. Nobody took my ankles. What happened was somebody had missed a shot, and by our basketball goal is a volleyball court. So I was like, oh, shade less. So they missed it. And the ball kind of landed behind the rim. So I said, bet, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the ball and I'm going to do a crazy reverse layup. I mean, like a crazy reverse layup. So I get the ball, go for the reverse layup, but then I slipped on the sand that was on the volleyball court. And I fell. I don't even know how fast I fell. But I was up and then I was down. And I was looking up and I said, Because once you hurt yourself enough, you know what's hurt. So I fell down and I knew instantly, like, bro, my hand's about to be messed up. And while students looked over at my right hand, he was like, nah, Rococo is fine. They would look at my left one and it was rough. I have a defensive bag. What are you talking about? Young Yappington II. But we're gonna be alright. I'm not gonna show y'all unless you really want to see it. It is kind of brutal though. Alright, with the way that we're making Kelly, it looks like we're doing like a chest up, shoulders type thing. So, and I was looking at his form right now. The part that seems to be the center of it is his shirt, his blue shirt in the middle. So we're gonna start off there. Is this locked in? It's not. We gotta get this part locked in all the way. What's the next move for what? You talking about my hand? You talking about the art? Also got the Omegle thing to work. So I have later today. There it is. I need like full contact. This thing about this easel. Yeah, I need the poster board to be stuck. I'd grab this from outside. Cheeks, get the. You don't have to have money to go out on a date. But I do think it's important to be authentic for what you can and can't do. But if she enjoys you as a person, dates don't have to cost money. That's facts. Alright, let's get started. Start off with the basic angles. I just gotta get some stuff down. Off rip, I hate it. I think I already messed up. That's the thing about art is I'm so hard on myself and the way I operate with different things. This could work still. I just don't like it at the moment. Can y'all even see that? Y'all can kind of. Y'all move it. Let me move the chat to my shoulder. Yeah. That'll create some great contrast. No, click the wrong thing. Come here. I'll go in. Maybe here is better. Yeah, because that creates the most contrast. My shirt's not even white. It's a pink. It's a nice pink tone. All right, back to Kelly's photo. My muscles out the way. Sorry, bro. I was just in the mood to wear something sleeveless today. Like I had worked out kind of hard yesterday with all the basketball and stuff going on, and I wanted to show off a little bit. It is also getting a little bit hotter outside. Tad bit. I think I'm already off the angles. That's not bad. And then it comes back around it here. We're doing this turtle shirt right now. No, don't act as gay as possible. What? One of the things that women like about like gay dudes is their ability to hold conversation. You're good at conversation. They're gonna continue talking with you. And also, like, gay guys like care. They actively care and they ask questions. If she tells you different things and you don't react to it, you act like it doesn't matter, or you don't follow up, she's not going to enjoy talking with you. That's facts. We're drawing Kelly from the Precinct. It was a game that I'd played. He was an okay partner. He did his job, I guess. No, it's not good advice. Because also, you're gonna act gay for a while, sure. But then what happens whenever you stop? There used to be a prank like that, where a guy would come to a girl, like, "Oh my gosh, I love your dress. You are such a baddie. We should trade numbers." And then once he got her number, he's like, "Hey, thank you. I'll meet you up for sure." So that was funny for the clip, but instantly that creates like distrust between you and her because you lied, as well just to get a number. So not the move. That angle's alright. Like, let's say you can invite to the sleepover, right? You can invite to sleepover, turn up. But there's just too much at stake. Yeah, Omeagle's today. Omeagle will be later today, though. I got the thing set up. It's gonna be a YouTube-only stream as well. So if you have me on YouTube. I'm someone I've always enjoyed doing outlines first. Outlines and then filling things up. Oh, that angle's not the best. That's still too shallow. Something like that. That feels better. Almost a little bit longer. Like right here. That's good. No, I got two cams set up. Two cams set up, meaning like two different ways for it to flow. So I have just my face on the cam and then the other side covered up by my logo. So we'll do that first. The shoulders just cascade down. That's not a bad form so far. The rough thing we get to is the details, like the details of the shadow work and all that stuff. Sim, I'm minored in studio art. So I genuinely do this stuff. Now, normally my style is a lot slower, but I am on stream. And I get like this, we're low-key memeing. No, I'm being so real. I'm minored, like, that's a real thing. I don't know if y'all can see that yellow just yet, but this is gonna be his badge. Y'all definitely can't see that yellow right now. I'm gonna try to create a bigger contrast around everything else at some point. So this would be extremely prominent. I should make that a little bit more deep. Tad bit. In the arc. But it took me a while to get good at art, let alone enjoy it. For the longest, I couldn't stand art. I think it's a tad bit too big. Comparing, it's like double his collar length. His blue collar length. That's not bad. But yes, Omegle is today. See you down. I feel like I made the badge too big. Maybe like right here down, right here down, because it is a kind of big part of his arm. There's one different vibe. Sometimes I get tired of like the chill hip hop beats with the, I guess, static sound effects. Oh, definitely that's too big. The arm goes in like this. His body's kind of angled as well. I kind of hate it. Off rip, I kind of hate it. The body's not wide enough. It'll do. On Baby Keem. Going out of your way to say Bacon's mid is ridiculous. I'll hate it. I do and I don't. Y'all ever draw with oil pastels before? And now we're hating on redheads. Wow. No, I was just I was just listening to the art suggestions. I don't know if I can play anything. Well, I could play stuff, but then I have to go back and forth and slow down the art process. Up here. That part's gonna already get down. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. This is trash. Alright, why are we hating? I'm not even in it. No, I'm not ignoring the YouTube fans. Not at all. Actually, this is one of the times I'm like, you're swatting super fast. In comparison to normal. And the badge is gonna be hard. I'm just doing outlines now, and then after the outlines, I want a stronger yellow. I know I have a stronger yellow somewhere. This is what? This is yellow. What is this? Chrome yellow, and then what does chrome yellow look like? High key the same, but I like it better. Ain't nobody ignoring chat. Nah, this is around breakfast time for me. This morning I had sun chips, and that was it. Something real simple. They were like pork chops. I didn't want any. I was just wanting the pork chop mood. And my hand kind of being messed up too throws things off. Cause I can't use my left hand for anything. Unless if it's just fingertips, because I'll say I don't see the injury. It's like a solid centimeter of ripped hand. But I have multiple poster movements, so it's okay. So we do start off with the Kelly right now, and then if it gets hate, Kelly and 12 Bananas on the same team. That's not a bad badge. Can y'all see that? I felt like, hey, like you're in India. That's pretty cool. So that's all I love about the internet is how connected we can be. Bottom of the badge. As much as I hate the way I've done it so far, the spacing is right. You're gonna see how big this badge is once I'll show you the comparison. And then it's kind of a blue. A darker blue than his shirt. I'm not tracing an image. That's also the best way that I draw. I'm very much I see something and I replicate it rather than let me go off my memory. Maybe for the next thing I can do that. To go completely off memory. And we see how good I do stuff. But even then, I have to actively turn my head back and forth. I got his arm angle wrong. That's what's off about this. This arm, I guess, is fine. It's fine enough. I could extend it a little bit more. Like a tad bit. Like to there. And then this other arm, it's more at an angle. That's why it looks kind of like it juts in instead of extends out. So maybe the distance is right, but the angle is wrong. Happy I noticed that. Is that RococoHaley? No. That's gonna take some work. Getting that angle down, or I think the middle one is the most correct. And here, I kind of messed up, kind of did. That's the real thing about oil pastels is the mixing process. So, since I did mess up, this black is gonna be part of it, but we could turn it into some shadow. Okay. Making the presentation about Rome. I don't know anything about Rome. For real. I'm like, you know, I'm not the person to ask about history or geography. But math, I got you. Math all day, I got you covered. You like this? L? Okay, for sure. Try. I can't even tell you the capital of Rome. Life on the line, I couldn't. I think the spacing of this really isn't bad. At least at the moment. Just continue down. I definitely think I got this badge. This badge is really hard to draw. What do I know about India? I know little to nothing about India. Well, it's just the way I went about school. Like, I got good grades in my English classes and my social studies classes, all that. But how much of that did I retain? Not a lot. White in the middle. You don't normally gotta see that white. It'll be the gray. The lighter gray. That's not a bad form so far. Y'all seeing it? That thing looks alright. This part is gonna bother me forever because we can't erase it because of oil pastel. Butter chicken. What's wrong? Well, I think I've had curry one time in my life. Besides that, I'm missing out. Someone's to hydrate. I'll put you in trouble. Come on, man. What are we doing? It's a which color fits his skin color better. Fresh pink or pale ochre? I think maybe we start off with a pale ochre. If that doesn't work, we use the pink on the inside. I gotta reach. Shoot. It's gonna hurt. Okay. His neck goes slightly in and continues up. It's about right there. I feel like his neck is already too skinny. About right there. Blame it on. I thought never playing a game with a full stomach. The ears kind of. People are so hard to do. Because it can go for, oh man, that's cool. It's a dope drawing. Oh, that's uncanny. So fast. Why you spam so I die from water? Overhydration? No way. And also, the cooldown's been there for a while now. If you would have noticed earlier, maybe, who knows? People are hard to do. You ever tried drawing a person before? This is why I don't draw people. I know, because they'll end up getting offended. Like, man, Rococo, I trusted you. This drawing's terrible. And now I feel bad. I didn't know this colored pencil would stay in the middle. Hard doing an art way, Womp. Yeah. What are you talking about? He got a solid jawline too. That jaw extends. Yeah, I hate it. I actually hate it. Fix the ears. I'm working on it. I feel like an elf. That ear angle's kind of bad. Shoot. L me for weight. You gotta keep in mind, I'm actively streaming. So if I'm here drinking water all the time, it kills momentum. It's a momentum killer consistently. Oh no. His face is longer than I gotta finish the chin. I gotta finish the chin. For me to make stuff good, I have to spend so much longer on it. Y'all don't want me to spend forever. Trying to knock things out. It's definitely a tad bit too shallow. But that's a tough thing about using oil pastels. Once you get something down, it's kind of like down. Solid one like that. That angle difference is see. That's close enough. What's that head? Let me cook. He has such a big head too. That thing is. He got a lot on his mind. I think that might be easier for him to start off from here. And that middle line that I set up is not accurate. I should have just went without it. Not gonna lie, that's not bad. We put it back together. We definitely put it back together. Somebody draw rad too. The ears are off a little bit. It's just a tad bit. Nothing to worry about though. This is legit what his head is shaped like. No, it's not. His face is actually more skinny than what I made it. It really is. Like once y'all see the reference photo that I made, it's like his head is more skinny. It's okay. In life, you're gonna make mistakes. During this drawing, I made a lot of them. Nobody drawing Fatty Daddy. this ear here to my nerves. So staging. Unfollowing for wait. Nobody's gonna let you spam. The hydrate thing is way too controversial. Like it's fine in a vacuum. It's fine to do it every now and then, but if that's all you're doing and then you're spamming Rococo L man, it's L scamming, it's killing momentum. So then I gotta weigh what's more important, stream consistency or drinking water until I die. My eyes kind of far apart. No, those eyebrows. My eyebrows still kind of far apart. Shoot. It's because I did the middle line out the way. And I'm not throwing it back for because Kelly got a big forehead. He's old, remember? For the dance. With someone little Uzi. Lil Uzi got some of the craziest dance moves. He really does. I don't know. I know he like practices that stuff. I've never seen somebody dance a Lil Uzi dances. It's like both sides of his head are right, but for different reasons. This one has the good angle, but this one has the better height. Then a proper dance with what room? There's an active easel right here. If I get on Omegle, find my dad there. I've thought about that. What if I hop on and I see one of my students? This leads to a much bigger conversation of why are you going on Omegle? What is your goal? Oh, I made his forehead too small, actually. Like, for real, for real. Definitely way too small. You gonna see it, you gonna be like, dang, Rococo. His forehead is tiny in comparison to what it should be. I ain't going back, though. We can't erase. For what reason? I'm gonna send your points back. Because what's gonna happen is, then y'all can't, there's no way to do the intense camera zoom with this. That's actually impossible. Because then I'm either choosing, because then you're either going to just see me or just see art, and then it'll be that way for 5 minutes. That ain't worth it. I forgot that. Whoa now. The 100 bottles, that stuff is dead. You're trying to watch me die on stream. If that's what you want, just say so, bro. Just say, Rococo, I want to watch you die on stream. Overhydration. I want to watch the light fade out of your eyes. $15. That's still gonna kill me. Do you know how much that is? From here, looks like this part is gray. His hair fades between like gray and black in a really interesting manner. And even then, the black that it is ain't like black. It's... That part is perfect. Intense camera zoom. How? How, Sim? You gotta choose one. Because I don't even know where to put the camera for that. Take these points back. There's no way for me to do a camera zoom because that's just not how my camera works. And it'd be different if I was streaming something because I could just move the camera closer. But there's nothing else I can move. Next thing, I think would be the eyes. I don't want to do the eyes yet. We have the eyebrows. We'll have to do facial expression pieces now. Do we need a darker, something that's like a darker skin color? Maybe this brown will work in this spot. You're not getting extra coins. That's not how that works. Like burnt amber. Brother, you buy it again. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. You're just gonna waste 10K if you buy 10 camera zoom again. And also, that's legit not how channel points work. If I get a raffle thing, maybe. Oh, that works. That works really well. His face is too big. It's too big. I messed up. And messed up bad. That's supposed to be a forehead line. And then a less pronounced one. This goes from here into kind of where his eyes should be. I need to focus on like lighter flakes. That just makes me literally not say anything for, is that for 5 minutes, 10 minutes? I don't know. I can check. His nose ends at the end of his ears. So it'll be kind of like here. Noses are another thing. They're so hard to do. Yeah, that's like what it is. It's a big foot. That is one of the worst noses I've ever seen in my life. This is actually offensive. I might get arrested for that one. Shameful. It's not finished. I haven't put any color on it yet. Even still. Even if I move the nose up, ooh, that's so much better than a slight gap in his lips. Slight gap over, and his lips go in the middle of his eyes. That's actually a really good proportion. Like, that's a very, very human proportion. So maybe I should have done his eyes. What's wild is that actually looks human. That looks human in the face. Come on now. I'm proud of this so far. I don't love it, but it works. You don't have the toe bananas parts down yet. Doing its eyes gonna be the hardest part. What I think what we'll have to do is get his skin color. Which one was I using for the skin color? I was using this orange. And making kind of like the eye sockets around, and then we'll just connect it with color afterwards. And he goes from the beginning of his eyebrows and then towards maybe the last part. What's the distance like? The mine's kind of low. No, that's kind of low. These are much harder to see until you just put down the. So you just put the pastel down. It'll have to do. It'll have to do. It'll have to do. Don't even worry about it. I'd probably being super hyper precise. That jaw is extending a tad bit too far. We'll have to close that down. Bite down. Bite down. I was making a facial expression. It's interesting. That middle line is terrible. I don't even know y'all can see the middle line. So maybe it looks better from y'all's perspective. That looks worse from mine. Okay, next part. I actually do his pupils next. They're direct in the middle. Pupil, and then his blue. That's a very, very strong light blue. I don't know if I still got that. I do. I have something like it. It'll be here. And around. So I can't stand eyes. And around. Those kind of piercing. I like it. You got some of that oil pastel fading as well. Almost about time we colored. His top lip is a tad bit darker than his bottom one. So we'll go to that now. That's too pink. I might have to half and half it. Not half and half and then mix with my finger. Maybe like even this. Maybe a dark ochre. Let's see that. That's much better. Once you'll see the reference photo, you'll be like, oh, actually, your photo is kind of... Hikey does it like lipstick. That's kind of the way he looks. We do the nose. The black. Those are just so weird, man. They really are. You know, maybe we just pink it. Go pink for the rest of it. The combination of that dark ochre, what's called pale ochre, as well as the color we used. He is more pale than this ochre color. Yeah, I can go light. It's these color transitions. Let me think for a second, because it's a gradient of this more peach down to a more gray color that we haven't seen yet. So trying to figure out how to make that happen with the colors we have. Maybe we go white on top, white on bottom, then the fresh pink on top, until about the middle of his neck. and then we just mix. You can't see the white yet, but you will. You're gonna see with the way it mixes, and then continue that on this side, on the side of his face. This continued white. You'll see the difference. Biggest thing with this white pastel is to avoid touching any of the previously set colors. So that hairline, the forehead lines, his eyes. Because this white will carry whatever else it touches. That's not really what we want. But that here, that's good. I like where this is going. Y'all seeing the natural evolution now. Fresh pink. Then we go fresh pink. And then transition from the fresh pink to the ochre. It's hard to get that specific color down. The color of his skin down. Got a salmon pink. I think salmon pink. We'll do that one. Salmon pink has the official skin color. And then finish with a light burnt sienna. So salmon pink on the first half of the face, and then burnt sienna on the other half. This poster board was high-key beat whenever I grabbed it. My collection of them. So you're going to see some prominent lines. But besides that, it should look pretty good. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. That's a really good color. That's a really, really beautiful color. And then we have to do is like his shadow. I think maybe we do like a real faded gray. A real faded gray. Even on top of the white we said before. And that goes all the way around his face. I represent facial hair, I probably put too much. Right there, but we keep it light. And then we commit through with these pinks again. And really maybe continue the outline as well. Just let it burn it a little bit. And I can focus a little bit more. Well, what is it called? Oil pastel is going fantastic. Kind of forgot how much I enjoyed this stuff. Like for real. It's nice to come back to it. Which I said like the last time I did something like this was the eclipse that happened. So it's fun coming back, messing around, seeing if I still got it. I do. Not my preferred way to draw. Going back and like having like both things right beside each other to get really specific, and also drawing with this speed to keep things maintained on stream. That's different as well, but I'm enjoying it. Oh, we didn't do the inside of his ear yet. Shoot. Oh, no, it's color. Like up, zigzag, zag, like that, and one ear and the other ear, up, Not the clean is not the best. We're making it work though. So just looking back and forth. For a first attempt, it ain't bad. It could definitely be worse. I can guard Shaq. If he was coached correctly, yeah. What's the height comparison between Dwight Howard and Shaq? Dwight's like 7'4", right? Shaq being 7'2". Everybody's possible to be guarded. You just have to go about it the right way. I can definitely feel the difference on the parts where I colored white and the spots where I didn't. The spot between his eyebrow and his eye, I didn't color white, and I can feel it. No, it is not self-portrait. We're drawing Kelly from the precinct. How many minutes are we in? We're almost an hour in. Oh my gosh. Wow. It goes by kind of fast. What was I gonna do for the side of the face? Use the burnt sienna. I think we do that now. Create some of that shadow work. Real light though. Same way we did the beard. Burnt sienna is a pretty strong color. So we're gonna throw it around some different places. And then use the rest of it to secure. Dwight's 6'10"? For real? That's a lot. I thought he was much bigger than that. So he's for sure not to guard Shaq a whole lot different than. Best thing he could do is let Shaq create space, and as he goes up, then go for the block. Get real familiar with the ball. I might just stand up and rub my finger across it for those color fusions. Because we experienced that a little bit. This is my shoulder too. Kind of lost my art endurance. Yeah, let's stand up. If I find one, I'm gonna chop it up with him. We'll talk for a little bit. To the sides, I can recognize. She's a girl on the internet. And for a lot of people I'll meet on there, that'll be our only time ever interacting in life. So you can't get lost in it. You can't get lost in the fantasy world. I don't hate it. I should have made that. And for the next one, I do bring it up. And change the angle a little bit to where I can stand and draw at the same time. Trash drawing. It's not easy knowing that I have a slower pacing and then do it on stream as well. I'll do my best though. Do my best at this faster pacing. Give me a slow pace, I can really get my bag. I'm drawing Kelly from the precinct. One of those games we used to play. I made his face too wide. I did. but it's oil pastels, so it can't be erased. But it's okay. For the first time in 2 years, we'll take it. Oil pastels are really nice to draw with as well. Let's get this hair knocked out. That one took so long. That emote. I put way too much detail in it. That took like 4 hours, legit. And that one I was on my pacing as well. Like, it's been a lot of time perfecting it. Black is such a strong color. Like in all art. That's just how my art is. I'm so slow. Love the way that fused. I gotta get up again. No, I can do it. Not with him. His hair is different. It's just on the top of his head, but you can't see his hair through. You can't see his head through his hair. I mean. That ain't bad. Check Discord. Let me switch view. Thank you. I'll show y'all a picture once I'm like done. That beard can look a little bit more. Root has a whole lot of stage presence. I knew that the first time I played as, like, how annoying. And like, he has very much annoying potential. It makes a lot of people's gameplay a lot more difficult. He shuts down lines of sight. So him being banned makes sense. If somebody plays him. Same thing's going on here. I'm sure I got that wrong. I think the next thing, the legs, the portrait I used didn't have legs. And also, if I did legs, y'all wouldn't be able to see all the other details as well. What I'm gonna do next, the one I'm gonna do to finish the body and this part and all this extra. And I'm gonna have a finger for specific colors. So I'll use a finger for like his beard, finger for the rest of his skin, and try to merge everything together instead of just putting more oil pastels on it. But we'll wait. I'm just giving y'all an idea for the future. Now his shirt. we use the same shot that we did before. Anytime that there is an intense light, we're gonna lead with white. So there's intense brightness around this area. So put some white there. Around this area of his collar. Here. And then there's a like obscure white as well. Very, very obscure pieces of white. Like, it's looking about this from an artistic standpoint, I don't know where the light is coming from. His outfit. Because he has light on the side of his face, also on his chest. And the different types of folds within his jacket. I don't want to become a perfectionist with this. I really don't. But also I'm getting an opportunity to, so might as well. His badge. He did call you a dumb, so it's kind of funny. We'll just color white in there. And then I guess color some white on the bigger badge on the side as well. Because we're not called to be like super specific about what we're doing. We're replacing the rest of this. Then down here. Sorry. Now just gonna take this black pastel and go crazy. This is an older poster board. An older poster. Dang, what even was that accent? An older poster board. So because of that, you're gonna see a line going through it. Do y'all see the difference between this block and this block? I can see it. Thanks a lot for thank you. I gotta show you all the I gotta show you once I'm done like mixing a little bit. I'm gonna show you all it closer up. How do they? I guess it's just difference in colors. The question I was asking myself was how do they distinguish between the color changing to this shirt? They just use a darker black. It's rough not having the piece of doing this online. Oh, I just hit my knee on it. We're good? Yeah, we're good. I kind of like them. I like the color fusing aspect of it. It's also what I had access to. Definitely wouldn't say it's my favorite though. My favorite is the yarn stuff I used to do. And making Kelly out of yarn would take so long. Yarn art takes forever because it's yarn art. It would be like this, but I would draw it first. I would draw it all in pencil and really just do outlines and significant lines, and then take yarn that matches that color and put it on in different spots. That process make a man out of you. Because of all the black everywhere, I'm really not gonna color all of it. I'm gonna go around and just depend on my finger to fuse the rest of his outfit. So get enough black down to where my finger can carry the rest. And then fill in those gaps. I'll take this off. Yeah, let's take this off. You annoying me? No? Do you have annoying moments? Definitely. But overall annoying? No, you're fine. There's nobody in the chat whose presence I am like purely disgusted by. But annoying moments happen every now and then. Maybe do the same Marvel Rivals dialogue. Oh my gosh, I don't color this. Ah. Probably being boot scoop. My arm is tired. Might not make it. This might be it for me, y'all. On a poster board. Ah. This pastel might run out. Because even still, I'm getting all the color down. But this goes away so fast. Okay, the rest of this I can finger down. I'll probably go back over with white. Nice. This is so tiring. I wish my left hand worked, but I want to hold stuff with it. Because that part, that ball took out like so much skin. It's disgusting. I'm actively trying to heal now. Oh yeah, story time. So after I fell, I noticed that piece of my hand was missing. I was like, oh shoot, that's wild. So I ripped off the extra that wouldn't be of use, and I headed inside. Went straight to the kitchen because, you know, kitchen accidents happen. So with mine, I was like, you know what, if I go to the kitchen, I could probably find some first aid stuff. And somebody was in there at the same time, but she had gone in right before. And I was like, hey, you know where the band-aids are? She and I chopped it up for a little bit, just about like the injury. I was like, she, you know, so she left the room. And I tried to like actually start up a conversation with her, going outside the small talk range, and she was gone. So I was like, "What are we doing?" But later, after I got everything checked out, I came back to her and I told her like, "Hey, you left me to die in there." We had a good laugh about it. So who knows? Next week, my follow-up. I gotta be real careful with this part. If I say that, then I color all the way over. Not a fumble. For it to be a fumble, I feel like there has to be an active pursuit. An active pursuit of, hey, this is the only person I'm going for. And then if it doesn't work out, then that's a fumble. When we just interacting with somebody. No, it just broke. Shoot. Alright, that's a bad sign. Anytime that pastel break is over. I don't know who makes tactic partner is. A lot of them will be a secret until the tournament. I like it that way though. Especially for y'all. I haven't set up those interests either. There's just so much for me to do, always. There we go. Tournament is next week. SummerSlam this week, tournament next week. Which is this gold? Definitely more of an orange. Like an orangish gold. Biggest weakness, grappling. Grappling, and if you can get him to overcommit to his offense, you can catch him off guard. That's all I got. He's the GOAT for a reason. I'll take this move off as well. Did I put white right here? I didn't. It's small little piece of white. Why is that 2 shots of vodka clip? Better than? They would have a match. I think Azrael would win. I do. But if we're talking about overall greatness, career success, you gotta give it to Big. Because Azrael's career really was so short. His stuff lasted less than an era. That badge is terrible. That badge is so bad. No. I don't even know where he's from, actually. I don't remember. If we go back in the old footage, you'll probably find it. Alright, we're almost done. We're gonna do this badge. And then from there, do some slight fusing, some slight shading with our fingers. There's not much more we can do. We're just trying to get stuff down. Now with perfect, how long does it take this? An hour? That ain't bad. Oh no, on 2K I got a lot of PC. I'll do something with it. No, I hit the black. That's what. This is exactly what happens if you hit the black. It fuses. Now, one of the things about oil pastel you gotta be real careful with. I was talking about it before, but that fast, it's affected everything else now. It's cool to hear the difference. I don't know if y'all can hear the difference, but I can. But whether or not it's pastel and pastel, or if it's pastel and poster board. Alright. I would have better if I got a little bit more. Use index finger. You're just gonna run it across. This is the cool part of oil pastel. The songs do start repeating within this. Let me know. I can change the live music. Come on. Elbow tired. Oh my gosh. Is there a better way? If I get a towel. That's something I used to do back in the day. So if there's any... I used to have these rags. Where are those rags at? I use them all the time in my class. I don't know where they are. I wish I knew. But y'all can see the difference in Those have been rubbed in, stuff that hasn't. I'm trying to burn my finger. It'll be a wild story. Slide bit of rest. Use this blue. The black. Another finger. Doesn't look too bad. We haven't done the bananas yet. It's hard to make 12 bananas. Use this finger for the blue. This is a blue end badge. Badge edge. I don't like that color fusion. That was not a smart idea. That part doesn't look good. Admittedly, it doesn't. I made a mistake. We'll be okay. Yellow on the pinky. Once again, hit black. Hit black again. Leave that alone. I want to go wash my hands. Because I'm out of fingers. I could go my thumb. If that. I'll go wash my hands real quick. And then we can continue. I'm not light skinned. I'm caramel. Caramel. That's you right? Yeah. Why couldn't you use paper towels? I'm using a serve oil. That makes so much more sense. Should have done that. Now I know. So we're just taking all with me. Keep that part in mind. The cityscape. You guys get a freestyle shoot. I like that idea. I really do. 12 bananas up top beside his head and the cityscape on the bottom with it fading in. That's a dope idea. Because this part, this jagged edge, could really double. That's good. This is Skeleton the Precinct. Waves. Where? I think this is better. It should be. That's so much better. Especially for these big sections. It uses the oil so much more smooth. For my next one, whatever it is, I'll be sure to like intensify my oil use. So whenever I do this, it's less spotty. Around the badge, I got a lot of it. And that's one area where it should be. We'll do his face. Really. Yeah. Get a small piece. New playlist, yes sir. I got a preference. Let's get a live cam real quick. The vibe you're in the mood for. It's hard to find a good one. Final Fantasy bangers. Let me see if I can get a live of that. Brother, the docs is crazy. Chill out. Let's see. Live orchestra. Sounds like an hour. Sure. What the music at? How loud is it? Sure. Let's load a fuse in. I miss those internet trends. The ones where everybody can be part of it. Real positive. That's supposed to transcend like generations. Remember at my uncle's wedding, the Andy's coming and everybody falls down. It was fun. Well, at my cousin's wedding, they did the Harlem Shake during it. They had a smaller one with just families that could hurry up and get married, and then had a big reception with everybody else. It was cool in the moment. But now that part will forever be part of their wedding. They have to go back and watch in the future. The mannequin challenge will always be my favorite. The creativity, dope videos who came up with that one, that was unmatched. You answer yourself. What is so suck about the mannequin challenge? Let's knock out these bananas. I'm gonna raise bananas from memory. What does a banana look like? I don't remember. I do and I don't. We'll put some green on the banana. And some brown too. Need 12 of them things. In the cityscape under Kelly. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do buildings, lights, or the lights come. There's no way because this is already dark. So it'd have to be. That was bad. Because my body's at an angle, that's why. Actually, we can make it art. I say that and then I don't do it. I hate you. Never said these words. Sniffle, sniffle, cry, cry. Sorry. I mean to laugh. I've never been there before. Jollibee? Is that so you said? Ooh, this will take a little bit. If I do an individual windows is OD. Okay, I have an idea. This pastel's about to run out. Another downside to using them is if you really apply some pressure, it gives out so quick. See little pieces dropping. It's all part of the artistic vision. Bro, what do you rate Baby Keem's last album? The one that just came out. Little views. Better than Melodic Blue? I don't really know how I feel about him just yet. His voice does sound whiny to me often. That could just be his style though. Like, it's what's that one time? Family Ties. I was vibing with his words, and then his voice got annoying to me. I think from then on, it's always been annoying. Oh, my hand. Oh. Alright. Let's get these bananas down. Banana number 1. Terrible. That is a... This is why I watch things. Just free-forming a banana. Maybe the problem is I'm doing it... That one's not as bad as the first one. Maybe the problem is I should just do it as if I was seeing one. That one's too short. It's like nights. Can we just... Yeah, I'm working up hard now. I can bring this down a little bit. No bananas going up here. Which way? This way. I'm bumping into controllers. Me seeing that two-phone thing. Two-phone baby king. There's the one that's coming to mind. That one song you did on Mr. Morale. Was that Interlude? That wasn't bad, truthfully. I think my bananas are too shallow. And that's what I'm running into problems. Also, they're all facing the same direction. That's only 4 bananas. Why are they so big? There we go. Get some curvature on them things. I said I make it too skinny or make it too fat and not long enough. I got terrible banana knowledge. That one's too skinny. That one's like a boomerang. Maybe bananas not just on mix. There's 9, that's 8. You need 4 more? Hold on, this might be the one. That's 8, 9. 3 more. It's terrible. They're just bananas. That's all it is. Should put some stuff over. Well, I like that. Come off the frame a little bit. That's 10. No, that's 11. 53, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, one more banana. Nice. Let's put 5, 5, 1 on top. Do banana on the bottom. One y'all can't see just yet. Nice. Okay, so to draw a banana, of course they're yellow. They have that one part on it, and then the other part. The stem is always brown, right? Always brown stem. Kind of greenish on the edge. I think so. Maybe not that green. If they're right. I'm proving myself wrong. We gonna mess up the world. Excuse me, but is that your girl? It is a super referral. I'm gonna pass her the name or. That's where it became verse. Kind of. The Hillbillies. There are 12 bananas on this. I just hit my hand. I gotta be careful with that. Birds and the bees. The stems. I'm gonna put that one right here. That is a high key hard to draw. Like overly difficult. Nice. Bananas are green whenever they're ripe, right? No, that's a fact. I'm not done. Now I'm about to make them yellow. But I'm gonna have white on this canvas. Because it would take so long to fill this whole thing up. I did it during the eclipse. Well, even then I was drawing like black and white. Just making some stuff up. Freestyle. And that's gonna take a lot of yellow. We'll color all these yellow and then do the lines down it afterwards. Do that in brown. Oh, the one down here too. The hidden banana that's not really hidden. Y'all just can't see it. No, it's because there was 5 and 5 and 1 up top, so I don't want to make another banana and throw off the balance, so I had to put one at the bottom. I got the song stuck in my head. Pimp in Love, episode 3 is coming out tonight. I wish I didn't like watching that show, but I do. Life is Strange 2. The ending we got was peak. It really was, I'm not gonna lie. But all in all, the game was okay. I gave it a 7 out of 10. So a lot of things plot-wise were muddled over. The pacing wasn't the best. Dang it! Can't stand whenever these break. I'm not gonna lie, I am teetering. I might skip True Colors. I'm also high-key broke. So we'll see. Yesterday, yesterday Swag told me that Amazon Prime is going to have the live action Life is Strange. Even saying that out loud, I'm still mad at that. Because why get something that's a 10 out of 10 and make it worse? Hate on Swag's not followed. We'll see double exposure. Where's an ease? I think I'm content. I really am. We're at that point within art where it's like, this is there should do. God. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just writing code. It's done for the force. After an hour and a half. Is there any way for the light to... Because I'm in the frame. Lock in. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but it's bad. But it's good, but it's bad. But it's good. But it's bad. It's because the poster board and oil pastels and time-wise, I can't take forever on it. So we have that. Then we have the reference photo. Something about the best way to do this. I like that. So you have the reference photo. So it matches the one that's up top. Things I could have done better is could have made his face skinnier. Should have made his face skinnier. Besides that, not terrible. Am I saying that it's absolutely amazing? No, I'm not saying that. I can be real with myself and recognize it's alright. It'll do. Alright. Press 3 buttons. Now, if I gave me a long time to really, but also I didn't have any eraser either. So anytime I put something down, it stayed that way. This was with no erasing. No second attempts, you just do it. Not bad. What's next? Toss. No, I'm not gonna. I could toss it. I don't hate the self-portrait idea. For that one, I have to move some stuff around though. Maybe do. For self-portrait, I have to push this back. Move the easel back. And then move my mirror forward. So you can see like the reflection of me, but then also me drawing at the same time and then see the back of my head. That's a lot. That was an hour and a half. Hora y media. More pastels. Can I draw my piece? Let's experiment a little bit. See if we get this into a position where our self-portrait could work. Next, Omegle now. Do an hour-long Twitch stream. I don't hate that idea. We're doing Omegle for. That just made his overall stream shorter. But tomorrow is going to be a longer one. Because of the fact. Because of the fact of what? Because 2K is coming out. It is. I had the idea of a self-portrait next time. I'm like. It's weird how similar is your body. How similar your body is. 2K's already out. If you have an Xbox, you change the time to whenever, and you're a weirdo. That's why I'm happy Xbox is falling off. But for me, I have to wait until it's coming out tonight at 11 p.m. But why wait until 11 p.m.? I made that mistake last year where I stayed up until it dropped while Xbox people were already playing it. So if that's the case, I can save my energy, do tutorial. I might start stream early tomorrow. Do tutorial for the first hour, get used to the gameplay, stuff like that, and then do showcase mode starting at 8 o'clock. And go from there. Birds in the fields. Look at this guy. Get up in the background, dude. People are clapping. Oh, it's the orchestra. Let's listen to a live orchestral version. I think Omego's ready. But what's the goal on Omegle? Just to talk? I'm nervous. I see anything out of pocket, I'm done. Dunzo. It just feels early, but I also feel like I've been doing a lot. I gotta put up my endurance in all different types of ways now. Like sitting down playing games 12 hours, easy money. But doing anything else, I lied, I'd die out. I'm not gonna rizz up. I'll just talk to him now. But if it happens, happens. Alright. Let me put these pastels back on the plate. Put them back inside the bag too. So this one back to plate. Migu, we're about to go OmeTV. Whenever I looked at it earlier today, it had like 20K people. Don't do that, Rap. I do not want to get to know you like that. I'm good. Let me see. This is good form. I mean, this right here, having the easel in the back, instant way to talk about art. That's smart. Anything else? I gotta have conversation pieces. I have a list of questions on my phone. My friends and I used to play this game called Hot Seat. When Hot Seat worked is we get a group of people and you'd sit down and you'd have 1 minute. And in that minute, people could ask you whatever question they wanted to. You had to answer. And the time would get paused. Like, let's say the group was between me, Marco Coffee, and Beardsloth, right? Beardsloth's the point person. Marco Coffee and I got to come up with questions for a whole minute to ask. And the timer moves at any point that there's silence from the question asker's end. So let's say I ask you, if I ask Beardsloth, I don't know, what's your favorite time of the week and why? If Beardsloth is answering, the timer pauses. So I have like 500 questions just ready to ask people. All right. Inhale, exhale. Let me get this water. I'm nervous to even show the screen of it. But I have it. Forgot my left hand's messed up. How it's set is there's left and then there's right. So whenever it's just me, you're gonna see my face right there, and then as we transition back and forth, see if there's shenanigans or not, y'all will see this, and then my face over to the left. All right, that makes sense. They're clapping again. I'm so sorry. It's because it's an orchestra. Alrighty. Yeah, this is like 200 questions. First question is, what noises bother you? We'll see. Alright. I will be on my YouTube stream on Omegle at the latest 9:50, so 5 minutes. I'll probably get that thing started a lot faster than that. So everybody, it's been real. It's been fun. It's real fun. I will see y'all in like 5 minutes. It's not gonna take long to set up. Birds in